When I think about how consumerism undermines Christmas, there's so many different directions my mind goes, but two particular directions. One, we are all prone in our sinful hearts to exalt gifts over the giver, to enjoy gifts more than we enjoy the giver. This is, in a sense, the essence of idolatry in our hearts, to exalt good things over God. And if we're not careful, that's exactly what consumerism can do, especially when it comes to Christmas and we're just immersed in thinking about gifts and receiving gifts and giving gifts. If we're not careful, if we're not guarding our hearts every step of the way, we can begin to focus a lot more on gifts and a lot less on the giver. So how do we fight consumerism, especially at Christmas? Keep a zealous focus on God as the giver of all gifts. Proclaim God as the giver of the greatest gift in Christ. Worship God. Spend all the more time in prayer before God, exalting Him as the giver of everything we enjoy as good. And then, so a second direction my mind goes, how does consumerism undermine Christmas? We live in a world where so many people don't have faith in Jesus, and 2 to 3 billion people have little to no knowledge of Jesus. And if we're not careful, we can spend our time, our energy, our money on things in this world instead of spending our time and our energy and money on spreading the gospel in this world, on sharing the greatest news that people need to hear right around us and far from us who've never heard it. So in our zeal to give, receive gifts, even all the good ways that reflects God's grace for God's glory, let's make sure to guard our hearts and minds so that we're focused on the greatest gift, Christ, and making Him known, sharing Him, proclaiming Him, leading others to Him, and working, spending our lives so that He is known in places where He's never been heard. Consumerism is not going to drive us in those ways. So let's fight consumerism with evangelism, with proclamation of the gospel, and with mission, with working for the spread of the gospel to the ends of the earth. Fight consumerism in our hearts by enjoying God and proclaiming His glory right around us and to the ends of the earth.